Nodirbek Abdusattorov just played a positional masterpiece that makes the engine scream in agony. How did he turn a quiet Sicilian defense into an absolute slaughterhouse against one of the most talented players on the planet? We are breaking down every single move of this clinical execution from the Chennai Grand Masters 2026 right now. Nihal Sarin opens with e4, the classic choice for a sharp game. Abdusattorov responds with c5, the Sicilian defense. This is the ultimate battleground of modern chess. When these two titans meet, we aren't looking for a draw, we are looking for blood. The Sicilian promises imbalances, asymmetrical structures, and a fight that usually favors the player with the deeper understanding of the middle game transition. Bishop c4. This is the Sozin attack variant of the Sicilian. Nihal wants to avoid the main lines of the open Sicilian and keep the tension centered on the d5 square. It is a prophylactic setup, aiming to restrict Black's expansion while developing pieces harmoniously. It is sophisticated, it is tricky, and it forces Nodirbek to prove he can handle a non-standard fight right from the opening bell. a4, a very typical move in the Sicilian to prevent b5 expansion. Nihal is playing a very solid, prophylactic game here. He's telling Abdusattorov, I'm going to control the queen side, and you have to prove you can generate counterplay in the center. It's the kind of move that looks unassuming but creates a permanent structural cage that can frustrate even the strongest grandmasters in the world. Knight f1. This is a maneuver we see frequently in these close structures. Nihal is repositioning his knight to e3, aiming to solidify his control over the d5 square. It's a slow burn strategy. Nihal is trying to improve his coordination before the fireworks begin. However, he needs to be careful because moving pieces backwards can sometimes give the opponent just enough time to strike in the center. Bishop c2. Nihal retreats the bishop to keep it safe from the threat of knight a5. This is a defensive concession. By moving the bishop back, Nihal acknowledges that the queenside tension is shifting in favor of black. The knight on a5 is putting real pressure on the c4 pawn. Nihal is trying to hold the fort, but the initiative is starting to slip, and Abdusattorov is smelling blood. dxc4. Nihal captures the pawn, opening lines in the center. But wait, look at the bishop on b7. By taking, he allows bishop takes e4. Now the position is completely transformed. The central tension has erupted. This is exactly where the game starts to get dangerous for white. If you miscalculate the trades here, the game ends in 15 moves. Abdusattorov is calculating miles ahead. Queen d1. Nihal realizes his queen was misplaced and brings it back to safety. But the damage is done. The d5 square is now fully controlled by black, and the central files are starting to open up. Look at that bishop on b7. It is a monster staring down the diagonal. Abdusattorov's piece activity is significantly higher than white's now. The engine is already liking black's position more. Queen c1. Nihal tries to reroute his queen to support the defense, but f5 is coming. f5 is the thematic break in this structure to crack open the king side. Abdusattorov is throwing everything at the white king. Nihal is playing a game of find the best defense, but the pressure is becoming suffocating. Every move he makes feels like he's just putting a bandage on a gunshot wound. Knight f1. Again, Nihal is trying to maneuver his pieces back into the game, but the knight ends up being a spectator while the black army swarms the center. Knight d3 is a landing spot for black, creating a massive outpost. That knight on d3 is like a permanent thorn in white's side. It controls key squares and makes it impossible for Nihal to reorganize his defense effectively. Bishop d2. Nihal plays bishop d2, but it's a tactical oversight. He misses the incoming blow. Knight takes f2. This is it, the sacrifice that breaks the game open. By sacrificing the knight for the pawn, black rips open the king's safety. Nihal is forced to capture back, and the king is now exposed in the center of the board. The game is effectively over because white's defensive coordination has completely collapsed. King takes f2. Nihal has no choice but to take the piece, but look at what happens now. e3 check. The king is dragged into the open. This is a masterclass in tactical exploitation. Abdusattorov has calculated this down to the very last pawn. White's pieces are scattered, the king is trapped, and black's attack is unstoppable. This is the definition of a clinical demolition by a future world champion. Rook f2. Nihal is just desperately trying to hold on for a few more moves. Knight takes g2, clearing the way for the finish. The white pieces are completely paralyzed. There is nothing to be done. The coordination is gone. The material is equal, but the position is lost, and Nihal has to watch as his own pieces block each other. It's an embarrassing collapse on the big stage. Rook e1. And finally, f4. Nihal Sarin resigns. The pressure on the e-file and the diagonal is too much. The f4 pawn push is the final nail in the coffin. There is no defense against the checkmate threats brewing. Abdusattorov proves once again why he is one of the most dangerous attackers in the world. An absolute clinical, high-level, and brutal win. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Chess 64 Elite Academy right now for more elite chess content.